Did you guys know that Trump is our oldest president, being 78 years old, and then Biden being the second oldest president, being 78 years old, also just a 5-month and 23-day difference. While one was inaugurated in January the 20th, 2025, the other one was inaugurated in January the 20th, 2021. Now you may say, Dylan, where are you going with all this? Like, what's the end goal? What are you trying to add up to? And I'm over here trying to tell you that. Theodore Roosevelt was 42 when president, being our youngest president, in September 14th, 1901. That is 124 years ago. Now, Calvin Coolidge is our second youngest president, being aged 41. He was president in August the 2nd, 1923, 102 years ago. There's a lot of twos in this, but yeah, but like, you know, this like makes me think, okay, then what is the minimum age, you know, for being president? And in the Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, Clause 5, it says it's 35 years old. Now, people defend this by 4 reasons. I understand the first reason, lack experience. Okay, I understand that. That makes sense, right? But then political awareness. Okay, and then I'm like, okay, political awareness. Okay, how can this be challenged? And then you think back, and then you're like, okay, well, Joe Biden wasn't politically, you know, aware, since most people didn't even understand it. He was like, you couldn't understand him whatsoever. And then we have Trump, right? His political awareness, with how allies make the USA stronger and makes it how it is today. He has no view of it. He said France wouldn't exist with the USA, and then when you think back on it, you're like, well, wouldn't it also work the way around? Because the USA wouldn't exist without France, which is just a funny, like, it's just hilarious, you know, without their support against the British, again, and then our mass amount of wealth. It's a lot, you know. Like, I don't understand like where he's coming from with that one. And then that's for political awareness, and then stability in leadership. Joe Biden did a terrible job managing the inflation. I mean, not a terrible job, but he didn't do a well of a job, as you know, as I was like people were expecting. He didn't do well economically with the country. He kind of effed it up a little bit. Meanwhile, Trump is also kind of doing the same thing. You know, destroying our soybean farmers. You know, and instead giving it to another country like Argentina, which his policy was to help ourselves, not others. I wonder why he's helping them. And then balance of youth and wisdom. They have no youth, not a single ounce of youth. They're old. They're still not gonna be like, oh, you know, like they're just old. I don't understand the balance of youth, but I do understand the wisdom. They might have some wisdom because of the long life they lived, but I don't see much of it. Now, what I'm trying to like say in this video basically is that if there's an age minimum for being a president, there should also be a limit to what age you should be a president. If you can be a president at 35, right, and then you can also apply at, let's say, like 78, I think we should add a limit like around the middle. Maybe 60 should be the limit for applying, like for like, you know, being president, or maybe, yeah, like 60 seems about right, because anything more than that feels a little too old. They feel out of touch. They don't like, I don't think they don't feel the same struggles that we do in our everyday life, and they